Hello and welcome to, I can't even remember what this event's called, but the new event in Idle Mafia, and I'm going to take you through, hopefully, what will be a very quick run through of tips and tricks of what to do to complete the event. So, first thing you'll notice is I have completed the first mission. It's really straightforward, so I'm kind of skipping slash ignoring it. Don't worry about it. I am also going to use what I used on my other account to clear this. So, 1 and 2 looks correct to me. So, that's what I'm going to go with. Main thing in this event is the loading master and HEMI Power, because you can eventually get to a point where you have all of the trucks loading out of the drillers quicker than they can fill up, so you don't risk breaking the drill. But I'll go through that properly in a moment. It also allows you to skip driller operator entirely. Field manager, you want to put a few points in just because it reduces the drill cost, and early on that makes a difference. No points in senior technician, because if you have the driller break, you are probably better off, or it's more time efficient, just restarting the whole thing. Overclocking is really good, but too much of it makes life more difficult than better. And max production you don't want until you've automated all the buildings, and then you just want to max it out. So until you've automated everything, I would leave that at 0. So let's give it a go. So I'm on mine 2. Let's go. So, first thing to do is 1 driller, 2 trucks, and then when you dig, you want to find a spot, which is much harder to see on Android, funnily enough, but you just want to blindly dig. Hopefully I'll find something quick enough. No luck. There you go, there's something, but it's probably too late. So, if that happens, just give it a retry. It's funny, it's more obvious on iOS where the gaps are, because normally you can see where the ore is behind, but I have 0 clue when I'm looking at the screen for me, so there's one advantage of something else. So this time will be good enough. And what I'm trying to do is dig along the bottom of the screen, trying to aim for one, because as you can see here, I can't really highlight where it is, but you can see down the shaft it's created, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 items of ore by going at that angle. For the start, what you want to do is resist the temptation to do lots of digging, but since the ore that I hit was quite small, I need to find another one, so I'm just going to dig just off to the side of that one, and you can see even though it's not fully unveiled, that I could still mine it. So the suggestion there is don't dig more than you have to. As soon as it's got that yellow glowing around it, you're good enough that you don't need to dig anymore. Even if it looks weird that the angle of it is mostly covered, it still works. So there's a lot of idling doing this. I'm not really concentrating too much. What I am paying attention to is the fact that the ore income isn't actually going up quicker for the 2 trucks, so that truck just emptied itself when it was already empty. So I can definitely do the second drill. And ideally you want to get to a point where they're roughly keeping the income is roughly the same as what they're taking away, so that it doesn't fill up, because the bar just to the left of the driller, which is almost empty at the moment, if that fills up, the drill breaks, and if the drill breaks, it basically is game over because it costs loads of coins to repair it, and it disconnects the drills, so you have to regain them, which is another expense, and of course the time lost. So it's about being patient at the start. With 2 trucks, you can normally do 2 and a bit drills, because the missions basically guide you with what you need to complete it. So I know I'll need 2 of the drillers, 4 trucks. So since they're keeping up pretty well, it is slowly filling up, but very slowly filling up. I can get another mine driller. Now this one is a lot closer to the drop-off point, so the next 2 drills for that driller will be drilling to the left-hand one that's easier to go. I've heard some people say that the colour of the ore that's next to the driller makes a difference. I haven't noticed any great difference. Maybe it does make a difference, maybe it doesn't. But since I haven't noticed a great difference to it, I haven't really paid much attention to it, although I guess where you can match them if you can. But don't stress too much about it. That was a terrible click. So now I'm just going along collecting, unveiling a new ore when one is about to finish, and I'm trying to do both of them on the left-hand one. Another terrible one, although that's a big piece of ore, which is great. So again, by doing the one further down, the angle means it's unveiled more. So you can see I'm not having to do an excessive amount of digging. I currently have 3 drills running, although 2 of them are about to run out. So I probably can get away with doing another one. Again, trying to go for the big angle to unveil more. And trying to keep 2 and a bit running at all times so that it's slowly creeping up but not too much. As soon as I hit 2k, I will do another truck so that I can more consistently have 3 drills running. And I am desperately resisting the temptation to do extra mining, because it is really tempting, because I can see it, it's there, but resist, because you want to get the extra truck first. And I'm 1 offload to go before. There we go. So now I can do the extra dig. I can do the extra drill as soon as I got 500. It should be 2 drop-offs. And then again, I'm focusing on the left-hand one. And what I will do in the description or something, I'll post the tricks that were required for each of the different mines. But rather than trying to stress and complete it all on day 1, what I highly recommend is just doing... I need to pay attention to what I'm doing, 1 sec. Just doing mines 1, 2 and 3 on day 1. Then when you sleep, it means you'll accumulate a load of opals, which will mean that you can more easily have tricks available above what I've said is required, and therefore making your life a lot easier. So I'm going to unlock that 4th truck now that's available. As soon as I hit 580, I'll do that 4th. So now I've got all 4 trucks going, I can pretty much just constantly run drills. So the estimated point you're looking for is by the halfway mark, so I'm ahead of the game at the moment. You want to have all your trucks and all your drillers purchased, so I'm on track to win. And now I can go, I don't want to say mad on mining, but now that I've unlocked everything, the only thing I need is to find more ore. So again, I'm starting in the bottom. There you go, I found one. In fact, I'll look for a second one. There you go, there's a big one as well. So in preference, I'll do the big ones earlier because they have more value. Again, preferably where you can get better angle for them. You get more information unlocked. And just keep going. Trying to think if there's any other advice. The other thing I'm obviously not doing, which I haven't explicitly said, is I'm not touching the radar, the bottom right skill. I have no intentions of using it through the entire go. So if at all possible, don't use it. Sometimes it can get frustrating and you can't find it, so you might be tempted to use it. I won't blame you, but the efficient way is like this, is just blindly digging, because you can get 4 blind digs for 1 radar, and then you have to dig anyway, so the chances of you hitting in 4 digs is quite good. And as soon as you've unlocked one, you normally have others nearby, like just now. I can do a second one straight away. And then when the timer gets down to about a minute, although I suspect I'll finish before then, you just want to stop purchasing any more drills, because the ones that you've already got running, unless they're really, really close to finishing, will cost you more resources than you will collect in that time. So about 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute remaining, just stop purchasing them. So like that massive ore patch, there's easily 2 minutes worth left in there. The other thing you can do, as I'm seeing the right hand ones filling up, is I'll intentionally hold on for a second. Even though I've only got 3 out of 4 drills running, I'll intentionally let it run down a bit so that it's not so close to being full, so that I don't have to worry about it overfilling. So it's a bit of micromanagement in that sense, that you need to pay attention, that it's not going up too fast. And again, if you've got your tricks focused on the trucks more than anything else, especially in the later levels that are the supposedly harder ones, you can very much not pay too much attention. Again, you do have to spend some time and energy focusing on it, but it's not too bad. So now the left-hand one is more empty. I'm going to do that extra one. And I'm also paying attention to the fact that I'm 14 out of 25, so most of the way there, still just shy of 6 minutes to go, so plenty of time. I should start doing some more digging because I need at least one more patch of ore. Let's try over this corner. Wow, I'm just really good. There you go. See, eventually. So you can see the red flashing light across the right-hand one, which is basically saying it's about to break. So that's a good visual indicator if you're only paying half attention as soon as you see that light. I don't want to say panic, but definitely pay attention. And similarly, I'm just running 3 drills at the moment for that reason. Arguably, I shouldn't have done the third one, but, you know, mistakes have been made. I've gone for it anyway. Seems to have settled down again, so I'm going to look for one more patch of ore. Going to get lucky with the second hit, but there you go, that sort of made up for my previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patches that I hit with the last one. So now approaching 20k out of the 25k to win. Still got 5 minutes left, so in the last minute I've gained however much. Should have paid more attention so I could remember it. And yeah, the other thing is, just don't stress. It's very relaxing gameplay, really. Some may call it boring, but for a weekday event where you don't want to stress about something, it's very peaceful. Yeah, plenty of time left and should be able to hit it. There are some small optimizations you can make. Maybe I've pushed my luck a little bit. It's going a bit high. Yeah, it'll be alright. Because of the sell price changes in the later levels, so there is some element of choosing which ore to pick first. Similarly, you probably want to pick the... Well, there you go. Let's even get the repair up. So you can see I was less than 100 away from finishing, and I'm now going to have to spend 3,000 of that to repair. And I won anyway. Well, I'll count that as a win because I won, but I think technically I shouldn't have won, so yeah. I think I was fine anyway. But it accentuates the point that I've now only got 2 out of 4 drills running. So I had misjudged that, but barely, and I would be fine. So the main thing to remember to do when you've completed these mines is go into the mine and remembering to unlock auto. Because once you've unlocked an auto, it will give you 1 opal every 1,200 seconds. which very quickly adds up. And as you can see, I've already got 19, 20 in my stash, so that I can very easily go and level up a whole load of stuff. And yeah, I think that's everything. Remember to level up your mines. You have to collect the money manually, which is a bit of a pain, so I can't even unlock the next mine because I don't have enough at the moment, but it will come very quickly. There you go, it's already there. And I guess level these to max because you can, but again, it's not a great rush or anything like that. And don't worry about the top bar, the milestones, because once you get to the 6th one, as I said before, you can just use the max production, just dump all of your excess opals into that last one, and you'll very rapidly fly up through the ranks. Cool, I think that's everything, so wish you all the best of luck.